If you have not like and subscribe, please like and subscribe the channel. And you know um, this is very important to know that uh, that that if you subscribe this channel, right, you'll get some knowledge free of cost, which is available on the YouTube, right? So it doesn't charge anything for you. So uh, please just contribute, right? In this channel, in this video I'm going to share something about how if you are managing your endpoints like iOS, Android, or anything, and how you can monitor those uh, policies, right, or the enrollment restrictions or anything, how you can monitor, right, whether policy is failing, whether app is failing, how you can monitor those devices. So in this video I'm going to show you. So being as a Intune admin, right, or the MDM administrator, right, you should know, right, what policy is applying on how many devices. So this is my Microsoft endpoint portal. As you are admin, so you are familiar. If you are new to this platform, this is Microsoft endpoint manager, or you call Intune. I prefer to call Intune, whatever you like, you can call it. And if you go to the devices, you see the monitor section here, and so in this section actually I'm going to show you something interesting. You see, there is assignment status, there is configurations, compliance, and enrollment, and software update, and others, right, and enrollment. So there is 4 section here available here, right? So if you want to monitor something for the compliance policy, you want to see something, how many devices are non-compliance, just go to the compliance section, you see, and here you will see the non-compliance device, and I don't have any devices here, or it will show whether its device is compliance when it check in, what is the device name and OS version and ownership. All those information will actually reflect here. And if you want to look for the devices without compliance policy, like how many devices is there without compliance policy, or you have not applied the compliance policy, you will actually see it here, right? And then you can also see for the setting compliance, right? So setting compliance, you see the platform compliance policy, you can also sync it. It will refresh the data. If you want to see the Windows health attestation report, like whether BitLocker is, whether boot debugging is enabled or not, whether early launch, code integrity, all these information will show here. Let's come to the configurations. You see the assignment status. So I have some of the policy there, that's why it's saying like BitLocker, and this is endpoint protection, like email and the custom, and right, custom policy there. So if you see any devices with error, it will show in the number, and you can export it. Devices with conflict, if it's any policy or assignment, any assignment is conflicting, it will show here. If you see any assignment is pending, I mean on the devices, it will show here as well, right? And then assignment failure, it's in preview mode, so I will not talk about much here because it's not in public, it's a public preview, but I don't recommend to use in production. Devices with restricted applications, like if you have any restricted application, it will show encryption report, which is actually most important, and you can use this report, right, to track the status of encryption on your devices. And this readiness, actually this report, actually whether you can see whether your devices meet the requirement to enable the encryption or does not meet the requirement, and this will help for the Mac OS and Windows 10 devices because that is for encryption. So you can see the TPM version, encryption status, user principal name, and the device OS and OS version. This is the most useful, important if you are managing Windows 10 devices with Microsoft Intune. Certificates, of course you can get it. And enrollment, you see the enrollment failure, you can either select all users or you can select specific users and see why it's failing. How many incomplete user enrollment, you can also see here. And then software updates is also, if you are looking for how many per update ring deployment state, what is the installation failure for iOS devices, right? If you are uh, for Mac devices as well. And the other actions, there is device actions, right? If you have perform any action, you will see in the report whether it's wipe or enterprise wipe. So this is the most important. I see this encryption report is very useful, and non-compliance devices as well, and the enrollment failure if you are using autopilot or something. So I think all those reports and very useful that Microsoft had built it, so you can leverage that and to monitor your devices and export and filter as per your requirement. I hope you learn how you can monitor your devices for your applications, or for the encryption, or for the Windows devices, and keep learning, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Till then, thank you, have a good day.